So welcome back, 4K. So we just watched that video about making crayons. So hopefully you saw that the crayons made out of wax were poured into a big bucket and then were poured into little what are called molds. And then they set up and then up came the crayon. And after that, they got the wrappers and were put into the box, which is a pretty cool process. So you will notice I have the color yellow here, and I am going to show you a little trick on coloring. So we see the shape, which I know you guys are learning about, which is a star, and I have what's called outlining done to the big star here. And this is one of my first tricks. Whenever I color something in, I like to outline it first. So how do I do that? I like to go back and forth around the edge of the black line, or it could be a pencil line if you were drawing something. And so I'm constantly going back and forth with my hand, back and forth. And when I do this, I don't make long lines. Some of us like to go really fast. I like to slow down, use my eyes to watch what I'm doing, and by going back and forth and going around the edge, I now have an outline. Some of you might think, oh, that looks really nice and kind of cool just like that. And I could keep it like that, but I also want to show you how I color. So after I finish an outline, I could start in the middle and I go back and forth. And even though I have this big white space, I still don't go any longer than lines like this, all right? And then I move from that space where I just colored and continue going back and forth until I get close to one of those border lines that I made. Those border lines, they need to tell you to slow down. So just like a stop sign would, we use the border lines to remind us that we're getting close to possibly going outside the lines. So those border lines help us and remind us to slow down whenever we get to them. Now, when I'm in the center, I can make these a little bit longer lines. But once I get close, now my lines get smaller, okay? So instead of longer back and forth like this, I'm now doing little itty bitty back and forth like that whenever I get close to an edge. So as I move around this, if you're watching, you'll notice the length of my lines changes. And I try to go the same direction back and forth as much as I can. Sometimes you just need to go a different direction, but if I do that, I'll do it on purpose. So maybe I can't get to this spot without going outside of the line. So I'll turn my paper and then I'll go a different direction just to color that little space in. And I'll turn it back and continue. Again, small. And I'll try to get this done as quick as possible, but not going any faster. Still having control. And small lines until our star is colored in. And whenever you are coloring something in, always check before you say done that you have no white spots. So mine is colored in pretty well, and I would be finished with that. So hopefully this helps you learn a couple tricks to coloring with crayons. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you use the outlining and then the small back and forth lines when coloring. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.